This is Charlie Parsons with Wow Hydrate. I was just saying to Tyson here on my right, I've absolutely blagged life here. I was in Thailand with him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I now find myself, I think this is where Eric Ten Hag sits, a couple of hours away from the Liverpool game, FA Cup. This is all right, isn't it?
Don't come much better than this, does it, for a Sunday afternoon?
I know.
Smashing it.
I feel like I'm slightly... I've come in the old suit and you've absolutely mashed up in the GK tracksuit. Do you want to give us a little run through of this? This is a lovely little number on your wrist as well.
Yes, I've got my St. Patrick's Day green lucky tracksuit on today, so hopefully we get a victory here today. That's why I've got my green on.
How is life for Tyson Fury at the minute? We saw you out in Saudi Arabia. I saw you in Thailand looking very lean when you were smashing the bag. Know that you're sort of taking this very seriously. All systems a go. I saw a video yesterday, Usyk, 9 weeks now. Feeling strong, feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good. Listen, we're way out from a fight, you know what I mean? So I've just been asked that question before, am I fit and ready? I'm always fit, but I'll be ready in 9 weeks for the fight, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you're ready now for the fight, it means you're going to get fucked up in the actual fight, because it's too far out from the fight to be ready. So yeah, I'll be ready on the night. That's it. Do what we've got to do.
I spoke to Andy Lee. He said that sometimes in fights you can almost overtrain. Do you think that that could almost sort of not pay a part, but like you say, you don't need to be fit and ready now. It's 9 weeks away. You want to peak at the right time, right?
Yeah. You don't want to be ready now 9 weeks out. You want to be ready 2 days before. So we'll get it right.
Let's recap on Saudi Arabia. What was an absolutely mad week? Can I firstly, right, no one broke it, and then I think Andy Lee and Eddie Hearn come out. You've gone and stuck it on Francis Ngannou at Turki Alalshikh's house. Eddie said, not saying Francis Ngannou's bum went, but, which made it sort of... Can you tell us what happened there?
I've got nothing to say. There's nothing to gloat about, and nothing clever. So I've got nothing to say about it.
Is that a fight that still interests you, the Francis Ngannou fight?
Like I said, always, if the money's there, I'll fight anybody, the Grim Reaper. So if it's still a fight that people want to see and the money's available, then I'll fight anybody.
I could see you having a tear up with a Grim Reaper.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua. I was looking over from ringside and I saw you. You were very complimentary of him on the night, a second round knockout over. What did you make of it?
I think he did really well, knocked his man out. But, you know, you can't do good through doing bad for people, you know, because you have a shit fight with him, you're a piece of shit. You knock him out in 1 round and it's a fake. You know, I saw all his videos that it was a fake punch and he never got knocked out and he was just all fixed. So you just can't please people, you know what I mean? You knock the guy out in a round and it's a fix. You have a shit fight with him, you're a bum. So, you know, what can you say other than congratulations and that's it, you know?
I don't know if it's British fans or boxing fans or maybe both, but do you almost feel like when you're up, everyone loves you, and then there's no sort of like, no almost looking at what you and AJ have done for the sport as such. They're so quick to sort of just turn their backs on you at times.
I'm not too sure about all the turning their backs and stuff, but it's everyone has different opinions and different views on different days. So it is what it is. But as long as they keep watching and keep buying the pay-per-views, then everyone's happy, aren't they?
Getting paid.
We're getting paid to do a job. It's the actual fan here are paying here to be entertained. Yeah. They're not going out there on the pitch, are they? So, and they don't live a lifestyle where you've got to be on it 24 hours a day, 365 a year. So yeah, the fans are one thing, but they're not getting in there. They're not risking getting brain damage in a boxing fight, are they? So you got to take it with a pinch of salt, really. What Dave from Dagenham says after 16 pints on Twitter with 8 followers.
That's a great point.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
When you're in there getting your brains knocked out, whoever it might be, me, him, whoever. So, yeah, you got to take all that with a pinch of salt, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is.
Tyson, I've seen some great videos from you on social media this week.
Yeah,
firstly, to Paris, you've not got enough time. Speeding off in the new Lambo number, very nice, I must say. Was that a sort of, you have your eye on a car like that for a little while? I mean...
No, it's not even my car.
Okay.
No, I just borrowed it off a mate to do a video in. Yeah, so not bad, is it?
And then a little trip to, was it, I don't know what supermarket it was, but... Quite
trip to the supermarket.
Yes. And you're not happy with the Nutella pricing?
No, too expensive.
£6.10's a bit mad, isn't it?
You're watching. I want free Nutella for the advertising.
Okay. You're not happy with the old £6.10 price point?
No, I just don't see the point in it. People say, "Oh, we can afford it," but it's not about being able to afford it. It's about wasting your money, isn't it? That you've worked hard for. So it is what it is. It's I'd never change. If I had £1 billion or I had 10 quid in my pocket, I'm still the same old G. So I've shopped in Asda my whole life. Asda, a few quid off you for this advert. I've shopped there since I got married to Paris 16 years ago, so I'm still shopping in the same place.
You ain't changing up now?
I ain't changing
And they ain't
up.
been in touch with a big GK?
Nope.
That's
Nope.
unacceptable, that.
I've got my product in store, though. Ferocity.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Bit strange. Well, I suppose that's my opinion on the whole thing. I thought when it was announced, if I was honest, I thought it was quite fun, a bit of a spectacle. However, Mike Tyson is 57 years of age. We've now found out they're not going to have any head guards. Now, we can see Mike Tyson look like a beast on pads. That's one thing, right? But I suppose, is it not a little bit alarming? We know that punch resistance won't be what it is. We're now hearing it may be a professional sanctioned bout. I mean, we know that Tommy was hoping for a fight with Jake Paul. What do you make of it all?
You know, I think it's fantastic for boxing. You know, you've got a legend in Mike Tyson. You've got a YouTube boxer who's come into the game and blew it up, and he's got millions of followers and millions of views and millions of eyes, good, bad or indifferent. Some people love him, some people hate him. So I think it's a really good spectacle for boxing. It brings a lot of people to the game. And listen, who am I to say, oh, Mike Tyson shouldn't be boxing or Jake Paul shouldn't be boxing? Good luck to them. They're both going to make what I call a shit ton of money out of it. So isn't that what it's about?
Yeah. 80,000 fans. I mean, what a spectacle it'll be.
Yeah, I've been to that stadium when Billy Joe fought Canelo. It's a great stadium. It'd be fantastic for the guys. Both getting paid, both going to put on a show. I just don't know what's not to like. Oh, okay, the guy's 57 years old, but he was a former undisputed world heavyweight king, and one guy plays computers for a living, and he's come to boxing about a year ago, so pretty even match.
You almost have to respect it, right? The come up in terms of like...
Yeah, listen, from being a kid on the Disney Channel to fighting Mike Tyson, who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah, fair enough.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like you getting an offer to fight Prince Nassim Hamed.
It's like me getting an offer to sit here with you in the Manchester United dugout,
Who doesn't
Tyson.
want to do it? Do you know what I mean?
Blagging it.
You got to admire them both, and I wish them both the best of luck. And I hope they put on a great show, which I know they will. I see Mike's training hard on his videos and stuff, and Jake Paul's always in shape. So I'm looking forward to a good event. And people say, oh, it's shit and this, that, and the other, but I bet they still watch it. Who's not intrigued?
We're talking about it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, two more from me.
Go on.
Francis Ngannou and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Who hit harder?
Deontay, by far. Francis Ngannou is a big puncher, but I wasn't really troubled by any of his punches. It wasn't like, he was dynamite, and every time he hit me I was wobbled or anything. No, just one shot up the back of the head and that was it. So Wilder is still the biggest puncher I've ever been in the ring with by a mile.
Okay, finally from me. I know you've got Usyk, May the 18th. Yeah. Spoke to Spencer, spoke to Eddie, spoke to Frank Warren. We know that there's a 2-fight deal. Yeah. However...
Which is the only thing that I'm interested in.
Okay.
At all. Because me and Usyk is the biggest fight of the century. Yeah, for all the belts. First time it's ever happened. 6-7 belts on the line. He's undefeated, I'm undefeated. And there's nothing bigger than that. There's no fight's bigger than that. I know that people are trying to get their foot in the door to try and get a fight with me, but when I beat Usyk, I'll be the undisputed champion, and then I'll fight him again. And I understand that one of the belts are going to be taken off us again straight away. So I'll have 2 fights with Oleksandr Usyk this year. And let's not forget, Usyk beat the other fella twice in a row. Yeah, which that puts him way down the ladder, nowhere near. Do you understand? Yeah. So, me and Usyk is the fight. There's only one fight, and he has my Ring Magazine belt, which I give up so I could win it back 3 times, and I want it back. So yeah, going at it.
Going to be a bit cheeky. I know you said you're not thinking about it. You got the 2 fights with Oleksandr Usyk, but with everything that His Excellency Turki Alalshikh's done, it almost feels like, from a fan's perspective, that if that fight with yourself and AJ, which you must almost get a bit tired of talking about because it's never actually happened, but do you think that this is the most likely, like, next couple of years? Say, I don't mean imminently, Tyson.
Like I say, boxing's one of them things you can go in there and not come out the ring. So how would I underestimate an absolute beast? He's an absolute killer, and he's a bad man, Usyk. So how would you underestimate him to be looking at a guy who he's already beat twice? I don't think you'd do that, would you?
No, fair enough. Right, I'm going to let you get on with the rest of your afternoon. I don't think you know this yet, but I've somehow blagged it and I'm in the box with you. So while you're having a couple of Wow Hydrates, I may have a little Madry or something, treat myself as a little...
Guinnesses.
If they have Guinness, I'll be having a couple of Guinnesses.
I'll be having a Guinness today.
You're having a Guinness, so I'm going to have a Guinness with Tyson Fury.
We'll have to have a Guinness at Old Trafford on Paddy's Day 2024. Get up.
Get up, Tyson Fury. Thank you for speaking to us here for Wow Hydrate.